Do you ever wake up feeling like the energy is already drained from you before the day has even begun? Or maybe you've tried everything coffee, quick fixes, motivational podcasts, and yet the energy and motivation just don't seem to stick. Imagine what it would feel like if after just 1 week you could feel more energized, more focused, and more motivated than ever before. I'm talking about not just a short-term boost, but lasting changes that will stick with you well beyond these 7 days. Now, what if I told you that by committing to a single simple challenge just for 1 week, you could dramatically change how you show up in your life? No gimmicks, no huge changes to your lifestyle, just a few adjustments that can make all the difference. And I promise you will feel the effects almost immediately. If you're ready to transform your days and take control of your energy and motivation, stay with me through this. Because what I'm about to share can change everything. One of the most powerful ways to boost your energy and motivation is by embracing the idea that small changes can create massive results. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that you need a complete overhaul of your routine, or that only drastic changes can make a difference. But in reality, the opposite is often true. When you focus on small, manageable adjustments, you're more likely to sustain those habits long term. Think about it, every major transformation starts with a single action, a single shift in behavior. If you wait for the perfect time to make big changes or try to completely restructure your life all at once, you may find yourself overwhelmed and discouraged before you even get started. Small changes, on the other hand, don't carry the same level of pressure. They are more achievable and, crucially, they are easier to incorporate into your daily life. For example, let's talk about energy. Many people rely on coffee or energy drinks to give them a quick boost, but that energy is short-lived and often followed by a slump. Instead of turning to caffeine to solve the problem, you can improve your energy by making simple changes to your routine. This could mean waking up 10 minutes earlier to engage in light stretching or breathing exercises to get your blood flowing. It could also mean drinking more water throughout the day to stay hydrated. These actions, while small, can have a profound effect on your energy levels and overall well-being. Over time, these small adjustments build momentum, and before you know it, you'll find that your energy levels are higher and more consistent throughout the day. The same principle applies to motivation. Motivation isn't something you can just summon at will, but you can foster it by creating small wins every day. One of the easiest ways to do this is by setting small, attainable goals. Whether it's completing a task at work, hitting a workout milestone, or simply organizing your desk, these small wins create a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction that motivates you to keep going. When you achieve something, no matter how small, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical that encourages you to continue. The key is consistency. By making it a habit to complete small, meaningful actions every day, you gradually build momentum, and that momentum fuels your motivation. Another aspect of small changes that's often overlooked is their ability to make you feel more in control. When you take charge of your energy and motivation by focusing on one small change at a time, you shift from feeling passive to feeling empowered. You stop waiting for external factors to motivate you or give you energy, and instead you realize that you hold the power to shape your day and your mood. This sense of control can be incredibly motivating in itself. You start to see that your actions directly influence how you feel, and you become more intentional about making choices that boost your energy and motivation. Finally, small changes are sustainable. Unlike big transformations that may require significant willpower or an extreme shift in behavior, small changes are much easier to maintain. You're not asking yourself to overhaul your entire life. Instead, you're adding new habits that enhance your current lifestyle. This is key to long-term success. The more you practice small, positive changes, the more they become ingrained in your routine, and over time they build up to create a bigger, more powerful shift in your energy and motivation. When you embrace the power of small changes, you unlock a pathway to lasting transformation. These changes don't have to be dramatic or complex, they just need to be consistent. And before you know it, you'll find that your energy and motivation have grown, not because you forced them to, but because you made a series of small, intentional adjustments that compounded over time. One of the most effective ways to maintain energy and motivation is through accountability, and this can be achieved through tracking your progress. The idea here is simple. When you monitor your actions, goals, and outcomes, you create a clear path to follow, and you also foster a sense of responsibility to yourself. Accountability is not just about meeting expectations set by others, it's about keeping promises you make to yourself, which in turn strengthens your commitment and motivation to follow through. This sense of ownership over your actions has a profound effect on your ability to stay motivated. It's easy to go through your days without any clear way of measuring progress. The problem with this is that when you don't track your efforts, you may feel like you're not getting anywhere, even if you're putting in the work. But tracking your progress, whether it's through a journal, a simple checklist, or a digital tool, gives you something concrete to reflect on. This could be as simple as marking off your to-do list or writing down your energy levels or accomplishments each day. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency and seeing small wins stack up over time. When you track your progress, you're more likely to notice the improvements no matter how small they may seem. This can be incredibly motivating because it gives you tangible proof that you're moving in the right direction. Not only does tracking your progress help you stay motivated, but it also helps you stay on course. Motivation can fluctuate, and there will be days when you don't feel like doing the work. But when you've made a commitment to track your progress, you're more likely to push through those tough days because you've created a system of accountability. It's like having a personal checkpoint every day, reminding you of why you started and encouraging you to keep going. Knowing that you have a system in place to measure your efforts provides a sense of direction and purpose. There's also a psychological effect that happens when you track your progress. You begin to feel a sense of achievement, even on days when you don't meet every goal. For instance, if you set a goal to increase your energy by waking up earlier each day, and you successfully do this for 3 days in a row, that's a win. It doesn't matter if you miss a day or two. What matters is the consistency and the fact that you're moving forward. Seeing these wins on paper reminds you that progress is happening, even when you can't always feel it. This sense of accomplishment can reignite your motivation and keep you focused on the bigger picture. Beyond the tracking itself, it's essential to set measurable goals. Vague goals like be more energized or stay motivated are hard to track and even harder to achieve because they don't give you a clear path. Instead, break these larger goals into smaller, actionable steps. For example, you might set a goal to get 8 hours of sleep for 5 nights out of the week. Or you might decide to exercise for 15 minutes every morning. These small goals are much easier to track and much more motivating to achieve. By focusing on these smaller wins, you build momentum, and the small successes propel you toward bigger accomplishments. It's also important to recognize the role of reflection in the tracking process. After tracking your progress for a few days, take some time to reflect on what worked, what didn't, and how you can adjust your approach. Maybe you realize that drinking more water in the morning gave you a boost of energy, or that taking a short walk after lunch made you feel more focused. Reflection allows you to fine-tune your strategies, and this adaptive process helps you stay engaged. You become more mindful of what energizes you and what drains you, which ultimately leads to more informed and intentional decisions. In short, accountability through progress tracking is a powerful tool for boosting both energy and motivation. It keeps you engaged, helps you stay focused, and allows you to celebrate the small wins that ultimately lead to bigger transformations. As you continue tracking, you'll find that your motivation doesn't have to be dependent on fleeting moments of inspiration. Instead, it becomes a consistent force that propels you forward every day. One of the most crucial aspects of boosting energy and motivation is focusing on your mindset, because how you think about yourself and your goals can either propel you forward or hold you back. The truth is, motivation doesn't always come from external factors or big moments of inspiration. Often, it's cultivated by the way you perceive challenges and opportunities. Shifting your mindset can completely transform how you approach your day, how you handle obstacles, and ultimately how much energy you have to keep going. To start with, a major shift in mindset is adopting the idea that you are in control of how you feel. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that motivation is something you either have or you don't. You might wake up and feel sluggish, telling yourself, I'm just not motivated today, but if you believe that motivation is external or only available in bursts, you're setting yourself up for frustration. Instead, shift your thinking to recognize that you can control your energy. Even on days when motivation feels low, you can choose to take action, no matter how small. This simple mindset shift gives you back your power and places you in the driver's seat of your energy and motivation levels. One of the most effective ways to shift your mindset is to focus on progress, not perfection. We often set huge, unrealistic expectations for ourselves, and when we inevitably fall short, we become discouraged. It's important to realize that no journey, whether it's related to personal growth, productivity, or health, is linear. There will be good days and not so good days. But instead of judging yourself for not meeting every goal, focus on the progress you've made, however small it may be. The small victories, like waking up earlier than usual or completing a task that you've been putting off, should be celebrated. The key is to shift your attention away from perfectionism and toward the positive changes you're already making. In addition to shifting the focus to progress, it's vital to embrace challenges as opportunities to grow. It's easy to look at obstacles as roadblocks that drain your energy, especially when things don't go as planned. But with a growth mindset, challenges become chances to improve and evolve. When you face a setback, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? By reframing challenges in this way, you take the emotional sting out of failure and see it instead as part of the learning process. This makes setbacks less intimidating and allows you to maintain your motivation even when things aren't going perfectly. Another key aspect of mindset is believing that you are worthy of success. This may sound simple, but it's often one of the most overlooked elements in boosting motivation. Many people are held back by self-doubt or limiting beliefs, thinking they're not capable of achieving their goals or that success isn't meant for them. If you can train yourself to believe in your potential, your sense of self-worth will drive you to take action even when motivation is low. Remind yourself daily that you have the ability to succeed and that you are worthy of the effort it takes to reach your goals. By believing in your own worth, you give yourself the permission to be ambitious, to strive for excellence, and to keep going when times get tough. A key part of maintaining this mindset is to surround yourself with positive influences, whether that's people, content, or environments that inspire and uplift you. Negative energy can easily drain your motivation, so it's essential to stay connected to things that reinforce a positive, growth-oriented mindset. Seek out communities, whether in person or online, that support your goals and help you stay focused on what's possible. This network can provide encouragement during challenging times, helping you stay motivated even when your energy feels low. Ultimately, your mindset has the power to shape every action you take. When you adopt a mindset of control, progress, growth, and self-worth, you're laying the foundation for sustained motivation and energy. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment or relying on external forces to push you forward. It's about cultivating an internal drive that fuels your every move, keeping you motivated no matter what challenges arise. By shifting your mindset, you unlock the potential to sustain motivation and energy in a way that feels effortless and lasting. One of the most effective and accessible ways to boost both energy and motivation is by integrating physical activity into your daily routine. The connection between physical movement and mental clarity is well-established. Exercise doesn't just improve your body, it has a profound impact on your mind, giving you the boost you need to stay focused and energized. What's remarkable about this is that you don't need to commit to lengthy or intense workouts to experience the benefits. Even small amounts of daily physical activity can have a huge impact on how you feel and how much energy you have. First, it's important to understand the physiological response that exercise triggers in your body. Physical activity stimulates the release of endorphins, chemicals in the brain that help reduce stress, elevate mood, and improve overall feelings of well-being. These natural mood boosters are often referred to as feel-good hormones because they help combat feelings of fatigue, stress, and anxiety. When you incorporate even brief periods of physical movement into your day, you increase the flow of these endorphins, which in turn boost your energy and motivation levels. Even a 10-minute walk or a few minutes of stretching can be enough to help you feel more awake and focused. Regular physical activity also improves blood circulation, which in turn increases oxygen delivery to your brain. This boost in oxygen flow helps improve cognitive function, making it easier to think clearly, make decisions, and solve problems. It also promotes the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor BDNF, a protein that supports brain function and helps protect against cognitive decline. With a sharper mind, it becomes much easier to stay motivated throughout the day, whether you're working on a task, meeting a deadline, or pursuing a personal goal. Another reason that physical activity is so powerful for boosting motivation is its ability to enhance sleep quality. Many people struggle with low energy because they aren't getting restful sleep. While many factors contribute to good sleep hygiene, regular exercise has been shown to significantly improve the quality and duration of sleep. Physical activity helps regulate your sleep-wake cycle, allowing you to fall asleep faster, sleep more deeply, and wake up feeling more refreshed. As your sleep quality improves, you'll find that you naturally wake up with more energy and a greater sense of motivation to tackle the day ahead. But physical activity is not only about the physiological benefits, it also provides a mental reset. Often when we're stuck in a mental rut or feeling overwhelmed, it can be hard to gain any momentum. Taking a break to move your body, whether that's stretching, walking, or doing a quick workout, helps shift your focus. It gives your mind a chance to reset, release tension, and return to a task with a fresh perspective. These breaks can also serve as mini rewards throughout the day, giving you something to look forward to and keeping you motivated to keep going. Incorporating movement into your day doesn't need to be time-consuming or overwhelming. You can start small, like taking the stairs instead of the elevator, doing a few stretches in the morning, or going for a walk after lunch. As these activities become a habit, you'll notice a steady increase in your energy and motivation. The key is consistency, not intensity. By integrating even brief moments of physical activity into your day, you're giving your body and mind the tools they need to stay sharp, focused, and motivated throughout the day. What's more, physical activity also creates a sense of accomplishment. Completing a workout, even a small one, gives you a tangible sense of achievement. This feeling of accomplishment can extend to other areas of your life, fueling your motivation to take on bigger challenges. Plus, as you see your physical health improve, it's easy to transfer that sense of success to other areas. The more you move your body, the more empowered you feel, and the more motivated you become to keep going. This creates a positive cycle where physical activity not only boosts your energy, but also keeps you motivated to continue making healthy choices. Ultimately, physical activity is an essential, non-negotiable ingredient in boosting your energy and motivation. Whether it's a walk in the morning, a yoga session at lunchtime, or a workout at the gym, consistent movement revitalizes both body and mind, helping you feel more energized and motivated to take on whatever comes next. It's a simple yet powerful way to enhance your daily life and stay on track toward your goals. When it comes to boosting your energy and motivation, one of the most crucial yet often overlooked elements is the importance of rest and recovery. Many people fall into the trap of thinking that more work, more hustle, or more time spent pushing themselves will lead to greater results. But in reality, the opposite is true. Rest and recovery are just as important, if not more so, than the work itself. Without proper rest, your body and mind become depleted, which leads to burnout, reduced productivity, and a lack of motivation. The first thing to recognize is that rest is essential for energy restoration. Every day, your body goes through a variety of physical and mental activities. Over time, this builds up a sort of fatigue debt that can only be paid back through recovery. If you don't give your body the rest it needs, you risk running on empty, which eventually results in exhaustion and a lack of motivation to continue working toward your goals. Whether it's sleep or simply taking breaks throughout the day, rest helps to recharge your energy reserves so you can approach tasks with a refreshed and revitalized mindset. Sleep plays an especially critical role in this process. During sleep, your body undergoes a series of restorative processes that allow your cells to repair themselves, your muscles to recover, and your brain to clear out toxins that build up during the day. Without sufficient sleep, not only do you feel physically sluggish, but your cognitive functions are also impaired. This affects everything from decision-making to focus, making it harder to stay motivated and energized. Getting enough quality sleep, usually 7 to 9 hours per night, is one of the best ways to ensure that your body and mind are functioning at their peak levels. However, rest isn't just about sleep, it also includes taking mental breaks throughout the day. Even if you're not physically exerting yourself, mental fatigue can also drain your energy and motivation. When you're tackling a big project or grinding through a task, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that working nonstop will help you accomplish more. But studies show that the opposite is true. Taking regular breaks not only allows your mind to rest, but can actually improve focus and productivity in the long run. Short mental breaks, like stepping outside for a few minutes or doing a quick relaxation exercise, can make a world of difference in how energized and motivated you feel. In addition to rest, recovery is a process that involves recharging both physically and emotionally. After periods of intense work or stress, your body and mind need time to heal and reset. Recovery allows you to process emotions, reduce stress levels, and replenish your physical energy. If you skip recovery, you might feel like you're powering through, but your body will eventually signal that it's overloaded, leading to burnout. Recovery activities like meditation, stretching, deep breathing, or simply engaging in something that makes you happy, like spending time with loved ones or engaging in a hobby, can help restore your motivation by alleviating stress and allowing you to return to work with a clearer, more focused mindset. A huge part of recovery also comes from listening to your body. Often, people ignore the signals their body gives them, pushing through when they're tired or stressed. But learning to recognize when you need rest and acting on it can make all the difference. If you feel fatigued or mentally drained, it's okay to step back and give yourself permission to rest. In fact, doing so will often result in better performance and greater motivation when you return to your tasks. You don't have to push yourself to the limit to get results. Instead, focus on sustainability. Rest and recovery allow you to keep going without burning out. By prioritizing rest and recovery, you create a foundation for sustained energy and motivation. You'll be able to tackle tasks with greater enthusiasm, creativity, and focus. The key is balance, working hard when necessary, but also recognizing the power of stepping back and allowing yourself time to recharge. This cycle of activity and rest not only prevents burnout, but also helps you maintain consistent, high-level motivation in the long run. One of the most transformative ways to sustain energy and motivation is by focusing on purpose and clarity, having a clear understanding of why you're doing what you're doing and aligning your actions with your core values. When you are connected to a deeper sense of purpose, your motivation becomes intrinsic, meaning it's driven by your inner desires and goals rather than external rewards. This internal drive is far more powerful and lasting than any external force because it taps into something that truly matters to you. Purpose acts as a compass that guides you through daily challenges and distractions. Without it, it's easy to get caught up in the grind of daily tasks and lose sight of why you started. If you're not clear on your purpose, it becomes much harder to stay motivated when obstacles arise. But when you have a clear sense of direction, whether that's related to a personal goal, a project at work, or an overarching life vision, it becomes much easier to push through setbacks, maintain focus, and keep your energy up. Your purpose gives you something to work towards, something to remind you of why the effort is worth it, even on days when motivation seems low. In addition to providing direction, a sense of purpose brings meaning to your actions. When your work is aligned with your values and goals, it no longer feels like a tedious task, it feels like part of a bigger picture. And this sense of meaning fuels both motivation and energy because it makes your daily actions feel significant. The tasks you take on become connected to something larger than yourself, whether it's improving your personal life, contributing to your community, or advancing in your career. This connection to a higher cause enhances your commitment, making it easier to stay engaged and motivated. Moreover, when you are clear on your purpose, you can break down your larger goals into smaller, more manageable steps, which keeps your motivation high. When faced with a large project or goal, it can feel overwhelming, and this can drain your energy. But when you break that goal into smaller, actionable steps, each completed task becomes a victory. These small wins help maintain a sense of accomplishment and progress, preventing feelings of stagnation. Each step brings you closer to your ultimate goal, and with each step, your motivation and energy grow, creating a positive cycle. Another key aspect of aligning your actions with purpose is that it helps you prioritize effectively. Without a sense of purpose, it's easy to get distracted by non-essential tasks or become overwhelmed by the sheer number of things you need to do. When your purpose is clear, you can filter out distractions and focus on what truly matters. This not only helps conserve your energy, but also ensures that you're dedicating your time and resources to the things that will bring you closer to your goals. You stop wasting time on tasks that don't serve your bigger vision, allowing you to be more productive and energized in your daily life. Purpose also provides resilience during difficult times. When the going gets tough and setbacks seem insurmountable, reconnecting with your purpose can reignite your motivation. Having a strong why makes you less likely to quit when faced with challenges. Instead of viewing obstacles as roadblocks, you start to see them as temporary hurdles that can be overcome. This mindset shift helps preserve your energy and keeps your motivation intact, no matter how difficult the journey may become. Ultimately, purpose and clarity serve as the foundation for lasting energy and motivation. By understanding why you do what you do, aligning your actions with your deeper values, and breaking your larger goals into smaller steps, you create a powerful internal drive that fuels your progress. Your purpose keeps you focused, engaged, and energized, ensuring that you stay on track, even when external motivation is hard to come by. Whether you're working on a personal project, striving for a career milestone, or simply looking to improve your daily life, connecting with your purpose is the key to sustained success.